Wow, 2023. Let's do this. Hey everyone, Brent Florica here. Welcome back to Sketchbook B for the first video of year 4 on this channel, 2023. It's a new year, and I'm just really thankful for the opportunities to make some more art and grow as an artist and as a person too. So I'm going to start things off with another character design. This is a drawing that I did a while ago in my sketchbook, and now I'm going to just finish it off with some colors. And while I'm doing that, I thought I would just kind of reflect on the past year a little bit, and where it maybe deviated a little bit from my original goals, and also some things that I feel like went well this year, and then look ahead to 2023 and this coming year and what I would like to do, maybe set some goals for this coming year. So I'm excited to do that, and I hope you enjoy the coloring process of this piece in the meantime. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about this piece. Fantasy character design as part of my graphic novel universe that I'm working towards. I don't actually know at this point if this character is a hero or a villain. I played around with a few different color schemes, and I kind of settled on a more villainous one, you'll see in the end, but it doesn't have to be, so I'm curious to see what you guys think. Should this character be a hero or a villain? Please let me know in the comments. I'd really love your feedback on that. But this piece was really fun, another one that I sketched by hand, transferred it into the computer, into Sketchbook Pro, and finished the coloring there. I played with a lot of effects and a lot of tricks that I've learned to really draw your eye towards the middle. I'll talk about those things more later, but had a lot of fun with this one. Was really happy with the results, so let me know if you like it in the comments below. Now, let's talk a little bit about 2022. Let's reflect on this past year for a moment, if that's all right. Now, at the start of this year, I had some plans, I had some big projects that I wanted to get done and that I'd been putting off for a while, and I thought I was going to get to them right away, and everything was just going to just plow through, and I was going to do a whole bunch of cool big projects. I thought I was going to do some exercises from the Making Comics book by Scott McCloud, which is an incredible book. I'll put it up on the screen again here because it's just unreal resource for visual storytelling. Absolutely love that book. And I was going to do some exercises from that to kind of show you my process of learning and developing. But this year really got away from me. There were a lot of things going on in my life that just kind of prevented me from doing a lot of this YouTube stuff, and I wasn't in the best place personally for a while there. So as the year went on and near the end of the year, I was able to kind of get back into the flow of things, and I was in a better position to kind of take care of some of this art stuff and keep going with my sort of artistic journey. So I'm thankful for that, thankful to be back at it, and I hope to continue to be as we go into the new year. But yeah, that was kind of a downer that I wasn't able to accomplish some of those things. But at the same time, there were definitely some positives that I can take from the past year. One being I was able to finish all of the artwork for my children's book, Stories with the Stoofs, Volume 1. Super excited for that. I am, Lord willing, going to run a Kickstarter for it sometime in 2023. Just have to get a few things taken care of first, but that is my goal, my hope, and I really, really want to get that one out this year. So I will definitely put up information on that through my YouTube videos and on my website and stuff when that gets closer. But, stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm going to continue just with my art stuff until I'm ready to go on that. And the other thing is that I realized I did almost everything digitally this past year. And that took me by surprise because that was not my intention. I love traditional art. I love just paper and markers. I love coloring with my Copic markers. But my camera setup just isn't super conducive to drawing traditionally, it's a bit of a hassle, and if something's a hassle for me, it just makes me really unmotivated to do it consistently. So in the end, I kind of turned to digital because it was just simpler. It's just my computer and my tablet, and that's kind of that. And I can screen record everything so I can put it up on the channel, and that has worked out really well. I've actually enjoyed it a lot, and I've learned some new stuff as far as my digital art goes in my process, and I'm getting better at it and more comfortable with it. So I downloaded Clip Studio Paint as well. Really excited about that, and I've been starting to play around a little bit with it for some kind of personal projects, but I'm hoping to do more with it in the future and kind of utilize some of its strengths, and I would like to kind of bring that to the channel as well and show you guys some of that, and maybe benefit from the experience of all of you who have used Clip Studio Paint and can give me some helpful tips in the comments. I'd appreciate that too. But yeah, that was definitely a positive that I took from this year. So now moving into 2023, what are my goals for this year? Well, to this point, I've struggled to get projects done. I've started them and left them hanging a lot of the time. And for every video that I put out on my YouTube channel, there's a video that is sitting kind of idle or hibernating on my computer that I started but never finished. And it kind of hangs over me, and I don't like kind of the sort of stress that it puts on me to know that I have these things hanging that aren't done. And I have a few kind of big projects that fit that description, started but not done. So my goal for this year is to be a finisher. My goal is to wrap up a bunch of things that I've been leaving kind of on the table for a long time. And I have a list of, almost 16 projects, I think, that I've had forever and just haven't got done. And many of them I've actually started. So my goal this year is to start a project, keep working it until it's done, and then move on to the next thing, and not move on until it's done. And in that way, my goal for this year is to hopefully check everything off of that list. It's kind of an ambitious goal. Some of those projects are a little bit bigger, but I really want to push myself to do this and get in the habit of finishing what I start when it comes to my artwork. And I'm curious to see how that's going to kind of make me feel as I go, and if I'm going to notice any kind of drop in my stress level as a result. I hope so. But that's kind of a key goal that I have for this year. And then also to publish my Stories with the Stoofs book is another key sort of book related goal that I have for this year. So those are my two main targets, and I'm really excited. I've got some stuff coming up that I'm super excited to do for you on this channel, and I hope that there's some value for you in these things and that you enjoy the results. So stay tuned for that, and just thanks so much for the support on the channel. I really appreciate it. This is the finished piece here, and I hope you enjoyed the result. This was one of my favorite ones that I've done in a while. And so here is the finished piece, and I'm really, really happy with how all of this came together. I really tried to do some of the classic techniques that I've learned over the past months and years in terms of framing the image, like putting kind of a border around. You can see the swirl and everything kind of guides you right into the middle of the image, and I even darkened it around the edges. To again, everything is trying to draw your eyes into the center point of the image and the character. And this, it's a very centered, a very symmetrical sort of composition. Everything's kind of right down the middle. So I wanted everything working together to kind of draw you in there. And I also, another little trick was to put the kind of highest point of contrast in the middle. And so I did that in terms of color, where I did the bright shock of kind of red hair against the green of the background, and so those two complementary colors really kind of pop against each other. So that was kind of my way of achieving that sort of contrast right in the center where I wanted your eye as you were to be drawn. So I thought it was actually kind of pretty successful from that point of view. I was playing with some techniques and trying to put some thought into this, and more so than just kind of let's slap some color on it and be done with it. I wanted to try and focus on those things a little more, and that's something that I want to continue to do as I grow, especially when it comes to backgrounds and that sort of thing. I've done a lot of drawings with just like a character and no background, and I want to explore that a little more as I improve. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you're excited about kind of my future plans for this channel. Let me know in the comments if you are, or if you have any suggestions for things that you'd like me to do. And otherwise, yeah, like, subscribe if you feel so inclined. But either way, I just appreciate you spending some time with me on the channel. And until next time,